Bruce Wolf and Dan Prock. 89 WLS.
Seven past 9. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jake. This is John Kass and Jake Hartford filling in for Bruce and Dan on WLS 89.
WLS. 89 WLS. There you go. Yeah,
I'll get it straight.
We passed Bruce and Dan on as they were leaving the studio and we were coming in.
Yes.
I mentioned the Dan. I said, because I heard him this morning. He was making a lot of sense talking about what's going on. And I said, did you ever consider running for office? He didn't take that well. But it wasn't meant as a... I know how it's... After I said it didn't sound good.
It sounded like a dig, but you really meant it.
Yeah,
nicely.
because you know what? He was making perfect sense. I wish Romney would make sense like that. But Romney can't... We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I mean, when they were talking about the $200 billion that the state is in, we're number one now. A couple of years ago, we said we were number two, worst state in the nation. We're number one now.
If you're a kid, I don't know why you'd want to come back here after college. I swear.
If you're a kid, you'd be lucky to go to college now from here.
You got to get up out of the basement. Get a job.
We've become a state of gimmicks, and I mean, and this thing this morning. Alderman George Cardenas of the 12th Ward. He's chairman of the City Council's Health Committee. We need more cops in Chicago.
That's clear.
That's what the union has said, although I don't think the administration has said that.
No, they
have new policing strategies.
Yeah, it's called cameras and I don't know what, beat cops or whatever. They're down a lot of cops.
Do you remember when Clinton was doing we were going to put 100,000 cops on the street in the United States back in the 90s?
That was when we had a surplus.
But the way they were doing that, they were doing it with gimmicks. If they took some money and they bought a computer, that was worth one cop.
Mm-hmm.
And
put a computer in a car that's worth two cops.
Yeah. And it wasn't, you didn't actually have 100,000 actual bodies. You had technology.
Mm-hmm.
And so Alderman Cardenas is hoping the city can add 700 new bodies because he wants 700 policemen to be hired, and to pay for it, he wants to have a $5 safety and security fee tacked onto the monthly electric bill of ComEd customers in Chicago, residential and commercial.
You know what that's called back in the day when I covered City Hall for years?
What's
you know what we called that?
What?
A floater. This is a trial balloon. Aldermen aren't really stupid. They might be craven and weak-willed, but they're not stupid. And my guess is that when the Ramfather put it out, George Cardenas came out with this idea to float the idea to get all of you ready for another tax increase. So you float this out. Hey, it's only on your tax. It's only on your electric bill. Hey, we need more cops. Hey.
And ComEd will collect the $5
for free.
For free. All right.
Right.
You're a smart person because you're Mr. Education.
I'm Mr. Pro Voucher.
All right.
But I don't know if I'm smart.
I have a math problem for you. I want to say arithmetic, like Bill Clinton said during the convention, but I'm going to say math.
I learned math in the 70s, so I can't remember anything.
$5 per month. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's 170,000 business customers and commercial and residential customers.
All right, do the math. What is it?
Now I'm looking. It's 1 million. There's 1 million residential, 170,000 business. So they're going to get 5 million from the
residents, from the homes,
and then so then it works out. They're going to get $70 million to cover the cost of the 700 cops.
And then ComEd will do it for free because what? They get a rate hike out of us later?
God, even if they took
See what I mean?
Even if they took 1%, wouldn't you like 1% of that?
They have spent the city and the state into oblivion, and guess what? People still elect them. And that's why we are Chumbalo Nation, because we keep sending them to office. Look at Quinn. What's our pension What's our pension liability? $100 billion with no way to pay it off? Now more taxes for cops?
He's down in Brazil, by the way, the governor.
Can we have some girl from Ipanema? Because that's what I'm thinking now.
He's at official business again.
Is that what he's doing on the beach?
He's at official business.
Can you see him in his blue suit on the beach, walking there with holding his shoes, doing the surf thing?
591-8900 is our phone number. Rick in the car. Good morning, Rick. You're on 89 WLS.
Good morning. Here's what I got to say, gentlemen. I agree. Let's all pay the $5, $60 a year. Now, when I get hurt in the city of Chicago, raped, killed, whatever, we should all sue the city and the cop and that alderman for failure of protection. They breached contract. I paid them $5, $60 a year. That's a contract I'm making with you that you're going to protect me, that I'm never going to get hurt in your city.
Yeah, but you're making a mistake because there's no money there. So why don't you sue ComEd since they're involved now? That's the deep pockets.
Well, if we have to sue ComEd, we'll do that. But if the city wants to offer me protection for $60 a year, okay, then I'm going to reserve the right to sue that city because I got hurt in your city.
Well, that's only that's only if you can show it was part of the fault of those 700 officers, not of the thousands of other officers they have.
Those 700 officers do have names, don't they? They do have badge numbers, don't they?
Thank you, Rick.
Those 700 officers should be paid for.
See, but they're already paying for police protection.
We're paying through the nose for everything.
Yeah, well,
I thought Ron was going to change all that and get us back to fiscal health.
I understand. Why don't they just put it on the property tax bill?
You mean to be honest?
Yeah.
And tell you, hey, guess what? We're sticking you with another property tax?
Well, it would make it simpler. It would really make it simpler.
Jake, I thought you understood that there's no such thing as honesty in politics. You can't do that. To tell the people, hey, you want more cops, we have to increase your taxes?
Yeah, but they're increasing them now, $5 on your electric bill.
And hey, you haven't even gone to the union contract.
So what, when you get your electric bill, who do you get mad at? The electric company?
ComEd. Gosh darn it.
Is that all this is about?
Smoke and mirrors? Government by press release?
Instead of the people getting mad for the $5 a month at the government, they get mad at ComEd because it's on ComEd's bill?
Isn't that...
Are people that stupid? Are people really that stupid?
You know what? They think, guess what? They think people are that stupid. People who are listening to this radio station aren't that stupid. But I'd say the other people who are not, yeah.
So the politicians think the people are that stupid?
Yes, they do.
Boy, that's sad.
why we are Chumbalones.
9:15, time for WS traffic on 89 WS.
89.
John Kass, Jake Hartford in for Bruce and Dan, talking about the $5 a month Alderman George Cardenas wants to put on your electric bills if you live in Chicago or you have a business in Chicago, and I don't know why they just put it on the property tax, but John says that's because people are stupid.
No, it's because
they think they're stupid.
They think we're stupid, and this is just a floater to get you ready for the tax to come. Okay, this is one of these cynical stories that come out, and we all do them, to get you ready for the bite.
Gordon in Shorewood, good morning, sir. Welcome to 89 WLS.
Hey, you guys got a great show. I really like your format there. Anyway, I just heard the first part. I thought I heard something about $60 for protection or something.
It's $60 a month extra that's going to be taxed on the electric bills in order to pay for 700 new policemen.
Oh, okay. I just turned it on radio. Anyway, I thought we got rid of protection payment when we got rid of Al Capone.
Well, after Al Capone, there were other guys.
There's always guys.
There's always guys. There's guys behind the guys. Don't you know how Chicago politics works? Come on.
Al in the car. Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
How you doing, Al?
If you do the math, you're talking about $100,000 per employee. That's pretty generous. But, I'd like you guys to take a good look at the balance sheet of the Social Security Fund. What balance sheet? If you believe, and John, you are absolutely correct, and I love you, this money is not going to go where they intended it to. Has the lottery gone to where it was intended to? Do the highway funds, they could constantly divert funds from their intended person because, read my lips, I'm a liar.
Yes, John, you want to handle that?
Well, I don't know about the read my lips, you're a liar thing, but...
I'm not a liar. I'm talking about...
Oh, okay. Hey, listen, Al, you know how this works with highway funds, okay? The guys who pour concrete and asphalt count more than you do, okay? Understand how you doing? Get it?